So I am showing you something with a different vibe from what we have seen tonight. No problem, no problem. Yeah, don't even, in the future, guys, don't worry about fitting a vibe, dude. There's no set in stone vibe. I'm down for it always to change up constantly, dude. We can go from hip hop to rock to world music to classical to just Frank Zappa, you know? So don't even worry. Um, this is a live from John Denver, so there's a video to see. This is honestly one of your favorite songs of his ever. He does about a minute of talking beforehand, explaining the song a bit. Okay, no problem. John Denver. Okay, so I've heard the name before, but I'm not aware of like who he is. I don't think we've checked out any songs. The name immediately gives me like, you know, country vibes, folk rock vibes. So, John Denver. But of course, that's just on the surface, judging a book by its cover, right? So we need to dig a little deeper. He was very popular in the 70s. Gotcha. All right. Well, you know, what better way to do some research than to just jump on in to something? So, The Wings That Fly Us Home is the name of the song we're about to jump into, dude, from 1993. Thank you so much, Peaceful Rain, for giving us this. John Denver was the country folk man of the 1970s. He was huge. Take me home. Oh, he did that one? Okay. I know that song. To the place where I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Okay, so I guess I am already acquainted with John Denver through television, dude. I've only heard that song in like a few TV shows. It's also been a meme at one point. It was a pretty popular meme at some point for some reason. Like the lyrics. Also, big advocate for non-censored music. Okay. Cool. Cool. I'm not sure why it became a meme, but just the song in general was very popular. Like in the early 2010s, if I remember correctly, dude. So yeah, the song we have up, The Wings That Fly Us Home from 1993. Thank you, Peaceful Rain. Let's jump on into it.
It is a very rare occasion that I sit down with someone and have a conversation, and it turns out that they write a song for me about that conversation. And one of those people is here tonight. He's a man who is a poet. He's a cowboy. He is writing a book that if he ever finishes, I'm sure it will win a Pulitzer Prize. It's over 1,000 pages now, and I don't think it's going to be finished in my lifetime, but... But Joe Henry has written, he and I have written a lot of songs together. Quite often we'll sit and have a conversation about something going on in the world, or something that we perceive, something that we feel. And this has happened on more than one occasion when Joe has been in my home. And then the next morning after I've gone to bed, I'll get up to find that he's long since departed, but there's a piece of paper on the kitchen table. And it'll be a poem about what we were discussing the night before. And I'll sit down with my guitar, and pretty soon there's music there. Joe exemplifies, epitomizes for me in all of his writing what he calls the spirit of man. This is a song about that.
The spirit of man.
The wings that fly us home. There are many ways of being in the circle we call life. A wise man seeks an answer burns his candle through the night. Is a jewel just a pebble that found a way to shine? Is a hero's blood more righteous than a hobo's sip of wine?
Wow.
Did I speak to you one morning on some distant world away? Did you save me from an arrow? Did you lay me in my grave? Were we brothers on a journey? Did you teach me how to run? Were we broken by the waters? Did I lie you the sun? I dreamed you were a prophet in a meadow. I dreamed I was a mountain in the winds. I dreamed you knelt and touched me with a flower. I awoke with this, a flower in my hand. I know.
Dude, quick pause. We have to pause it. Oh, gosh. Beautiful. Beautiful voice he has, dude. I feel like we're back in, like, the medieval times. Dude, he would be a great storyteller. Song, what is it, minstrel, dude? Gosh. He just has like a very folksy voice, way of singing, telling the story. I feel like he's trying to hype me up, tell me that it's all going to be okay. I just feel so comforted right now. Gosh. His hope in humanity gives me hope in humanity. Let's back this up just a little bit. Jump back on in, dude. I really like his voice control, his vibrato, dude. John Denver, The Wings That Fly Us Home.
I know that love is seeing all the infinite in one, in the brotherhood of creatures, who the Father, who the Son. The vision of your goodness will sustain me through the cold. Take my hand now to remember when you find yourself alone. You're never alone, for the Spirit fills the darkness of the heavens. It fills the endless yearning of the soul. It lives within a star too far to dream of. It lives within each part and is the whole. And it's the fire and the wings that fly us home. Fly us home. Fly us
Oh my my gosh. Beautiful vocal performance from John Denver. Belting it out at the end there. Such power. Beautiful. And the sustain. Gotta have lots of practice to be able to do that, dude. Wow. You have goosebumps. That was awesome. Denver was his favorite place. It is beautiful where he was. I get chills every time I hear this song. I'm sure you do, Peaceful. This is amazing. It's so lovely and romantic, dude. Like, the human spirit is ever persisting. Such a great message. You're never truly alone if you know you're amongst humans, dude, in spirit. I did like it, Peaceful. Thank you so much. Wow, John Denver, a great solo musician. Like, he can just be with his guitar and take over the stage. Thank you. LS, Take Me Home, Country Roads, which went to #2 on the Billboard charts despite the first pressings of the track being distorted. Its success was due in part to the efforts of his new manager, future Hollywood producer Jeffrey Weintraub, who signed Denver in 1970. Weintraub insisted on a reissue of the track and began a radio airplay campaign that started in Denver, Colorado. Gotcha. Well, shout out to that manager who was like, okay, no. First pressings, it was crap. Got to redo it because that song's a hit. Saw the potential. Weintraub, shout out to you, dude. Sorry, I tend to take over when it is my turn to show you a song. I get excited. No, it's not excessive or anything right now. Don't worry. We're in the song still. We're ingesting it. We're experiencing it. You didn't take over or anything. I mean, it's your song. Say what you want to say, you know? That's why we're live. That's why we're doing this. So yeah, please. Country roads, take me home to the place. And this is like 20 years after 70s, dude. This was in 93 that we just watched, so that's even more impressive that his voice is still that fantastic. We got to watch more. We got to listen to more. So let me know your thoughts. Yo, going over to twitch.tv/JohnSlopReacts and leave a follow if you want to catch all these live streams where we record all these reactions, dude. And going over to patreon.com/JohnSlop to submit your favorite songs for me to listen to. And you can help support the channel as well. Appreciate ya.